Hello everybody, how goes it? Let me just go into this scene really quickly and check and make sure things are working correctly. They did, good, okay. I was having a lot of problems pre-stream start because I updated my version of Bitfocus Companion, and for some reason that did not, the connection to like Foobar and other clients just broke, and I'm not sure what happened. So Foobar didn't boot up with Stream when I launched OBS. StreamerBot didn't boot either, so stuff was just suddenly missing. Oh, there's picking this up. So I wanted to go ahead and like immediately cut out of my starting soon screen to this screen to make sure things were still functional, but they were, thankfully. I do have a version of a StreamerBot needs to update, but outside of that, I'm hoping that just rebooting the computer on my usual like 5 a.m. reboot timer will fix all the rest of the problems I'm having. Fingers crossed, but for now things are stable enough to stream with, so hello. It's good to see everybody. We're not raiding tonight. We had 3 people out, so we ended up canceling raid for Friday evening. But I figured I would just still stream some Final Fantasy XIV, so I'm here. I am starting with dailies on the EU side that I did not get done earlier today. It is like 2 in the morning for most folks in EU, unless they are in the United Kingdom area, in which case it's probably like 1 a.m. so still actually very late, which means this server is like not populated at all basically. Right now most of what's out here are extremely late folks that are just up super late over there, or Americans like me who are doing stuff on their alts, because now it's like the only time we have to do stuff when it's not a weekend. But yeah, on that note, I have stuff I needed to do on this alt, so I figured I would just start things on this side tonight. I am going to go back to my NA main later on this evening to do some Northhorn stuff, but figured I would get the dailies out of the way first. Most of the dailies are pretty straightforward. I need to do Mini Catpot. I need to do all 3 of the Heavensward Allied Societies, so Vanu Vanu, Vath, and Moogle. I have to do like my 3 quests for each. I'm skipping literally every cutscene and dialogue because I've done this all millions of times on my main, so I'm just bypassing it all. Right now I'm trying to unlock the Kitari Allied Society because my gatherers are all level 70 as of my GC tournaments today. Could you attack? Thank you. So I want to, for the last 3 Allied Society allowances that I will have today, I want to spend those on Kitari, which means I need to unlock Kitari. So I'm doing that first. But then I will do the 4 Allied Societies. And we're going back. And just teleport. So the 4 Allied Societies, Mini Cacpot, and I think the only other thing I have to do on this side for today is... Right, I got Botanist to 70, which means I can actually do the level 70 Botanist quests. And I guess I can start the Shadowbringer's Crystarium turn-ins at level 2. So, a number of things, but especially if I'm skipping all like cutscenes and stuff, I don't think any of that will take me longer than an hour. So, probably around 9-ish my time, can switch over to doing stuff on my main. And by stuff, I mean finally unlocking Northhorn, because that's been out for like a week and a half at this point, and I haven't even touched it. So I should check that out. All right, we're talking to more people here, like 3 more people. Okay. Let me zoom in so I can see exactly where I'm going there. 1 person here. Where's the 3rd person I'm supposed to talk to? While I'm looking, there's a vendor over here. Gemstone Trader. I hate having this vendor icon there. I like to just get that out of the way. Just unlock that. Same reason I like interact with all the... Oh, I only had to talk to 2 people. Same reason I always interact with all the Chocobo and Falcon managers in each zone. Even if I'm never going to use them, I'm just like, let me get that marker off the thing. Which is ridiculous on this side when I have like all these yellow quests that I'm not doing. So maybe I don't need to worry about that, but all right. I think there's another quest after this, and then we have the Fallout Quest 1, and then the Kitari Unlock quests, I think is how this is going to go. All right, we're going out here. It's nice to hear some Lahi. I haven't been in this zone for a while for any reason, so. But unlocking the Kitari Allied Society means I'm going to be out here every day for a good bit. I also need to work on unlocking pretty much everything else. Oh, we're taking out stags specifically. Okay. Boop. Oh, I can't one-shot them as Scholar. Okay, it's fine. I don't really need to stay as Scholar. I was only on this class right now because I was running content with people earlier and they needed a healer, and this is the only healer I have at level on this character. But if I'm not actually doing stuff with them, that group is actually running the Omega raids as we speak, I believe. But if I'm not actively doing that with them and I'm not queuing into anything because it's too late to get any queues outside of preformed parties, then I don't really need to be running Scholar. Could at least switch to Summoner, so like my basic attack probably will one-shot stuff if necessary. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that actually. Watch me be at the point where I don't need to attack anything anymore. But it's fine. I'll probably go back to Dancer when I need to do the Vanu Vanu and Vath Allied Society stuff though, because those are low level enough that any DPS that's at 100 will work, and the one-shot process is easier for classes like Dancer, like any Fizz range, where it's literally instantaneous for every attack. And most of those instantaneous attacks are going to be a lot faster than Scholar's Ruin whatever. Alright, that takes care of that. I'm not sure exactly how many steps are in this quest. Just bypassed all that. Okay, more fighting I think about to happen. I remember this being a pretty affecting storyline. Like, I appreciated a lot of what was happening here back when I was actually playing. Oh, that's an AoE. It's not the ability to use. There we go. Back when I was actually like playing this on my main several years back and actually reading everything, I remember it being pretty good storyline for a side quest at least. All right, we're skipping that. Oh, we're going back. Okay. And I think we have one more quest in this side of the storyline. My general to-dos on this character, I am slowly leveling crafters and gatherers. I'm trying to omni-craft, omni-gather on this side. I'm not going to do the same for combat classes. I did get one of every roll to 100 so that I could do every single roll quest. Those are all done. And I have no intention of doing any more. So the 5 classes I have a level cap are the 5 that are going to stay at level cap every expansion, basically, from now on. MSQ is actually up to date on this side. I have done all trials, all normal raids. There are currently something like 5 more alliance raids I have yet to do. I haven't done Thalea. I haven't done Sandoria or Windurst from the Dawntrail side, and on the Shadowbringer side I have not done Puppet's Bunker or Tower at Paradise Breach. So yeah, 5 alliance raids left to do. Oh, it's not a one-shot. More powerful than I was expecting. Those are sort of things that I just do when I have the time if I'm logged in earlier in the day, which is a lot easier to do on the weekend for obvious reasons. During times like this where queues are not popping, what I'm mainly focusing on is just unlocking all the allied societies. Most of them are going to stay at level 1 forever. But there are a couple of instances where I'm crafting stuff for various quests. And it will just be significantly easier to have I think Protectors of the Wood is the quest I need to do next. Yes, that's correct. And then I can pick up the Kitari unlock quest. Towards a note. Okay. I was leveling crafters and gatherers, and I got all my crafters above 50, and I started going back and doing like the level 40, 45, and 50 crafter quests, and found out after the fact that a lot of the materials I needed to craft all those things would have been significantly easier to just buy from the allied societies, which you can do even if they're all at like their beginning rank. As long as you unlock the societies, you can access their vendors, and then from there you can just buy all kinds of like nuggets and leather and stuff like that that you need for the crafts. And I forgot about that, and so I was just like manually gathering everything, and it took so long. So even if I'm never going to level most of these allied societies, I'm still making a point of unlocking them just so I have access to all of their shops. So that's like the generic to do when it's too late to get into any queues, is to do allied society unlocks. And I still have a lot to go. Basically every crafting and gathering society from Shadowbringers onwards, I still have yet to unlock. So I'm starting with Kitari immediately because I can literally do 3 of those today. So I'm going to get those out of the way, but I want to unlock the rest ideally by the end of this weekend so that I have them available. I'm not going to get any other crafter or gatherer above level 80 by the end of this weekend, but I just want them already unlocked for when I get there. It'll make things much less annoying. So that's my general goal on the EU side. It's all low-key, low stress, but there is stuff I'm doing over here that I would like to do. While at the same time trying not to spend a whole lot of effort and time. I don't want to go all in like I did on my North American account, so. Right, we do get the Great Serpent of Ranka minion at the end of this, if I remember correctly. My minion amount situation on this side is pretty drastically rough, so it'll be good to have more options. All right, where are we going next? All the way up here. Another cutscene to skip. I feel so dirty skipping cutscenes, but there's zero reason to watch all this again when I've watched every single one of these cutscenes and read every single one of these dialogue boxes on the North American account over the last 10 years. So like I feel a little guilty, but also I don't feel guilty because I've seen all this. For anybody who had not seen all this would be a horrible thing to do, but it's a-okay in this case. There are some cutscenes here and there that I did not skip that I was happy to see a second time over, like the I think I can go up here, and the armor level 50 quest is a very, very good one. Because it involves Merlin just being an absolute badass, as she commonly does. And like that one was just super fun to watch again, so I just watched the whole thing. But most of the rest of these are not that interesting. Oh, I didn't see the spot where we have to go down for more. I just went up immediately. In here, yeah. And presumably we'll be teleporting back to Fano after this. No, we're going immediately outside. Okay. And now we're going back to Phantom. Okay. And the Kitari quest will be called The Stewards of Note. It should be obvious where to pick it up, though, because it will be the only quest that I will be able to pick up as a gather out here in a moment. So everything on the map will be red except for this one, wherever it's going to be at. I'm pretty sure it's going to be out here. All right, good stuff. Well, I do not see a red quest at the moment. Let's pop that first of all. And switch to Botanist. Aha! Just in the wrong area, was all. I'm going to wait to actually do the 3 Kitari quests once I unlock it, though, just to make absolutely sure that I did not miscount. It's this one, and that I do actually have 3 spare quests for this today. And now we're coming back out here. We should be fine. Yeah, they're all 7, and Moguls will get to 7 eventually. It won't get to there today. And we're not going to get enough today to turn in Bath to upgrade anyway to max. But I think all 3 of those are at a point where they will basically never again give me 3 extra quests for the day. So I should have 3 spares today after they're done. But still, I want to do the other 3 first, just to be absolutely sure and safe. All right. If this is like the others, then there will be 2 quests actually. This is the quest to like unlock it, and then you have to do the first quest of the society essentially. 2 cutscenes. All right. 3? Okay, just 2. At least that's the way it went with many of the other odd societies. This one, we'll see if this one's different. Of course, I'm actually here to do your stuff, so I'm absolutely gonna stand with you. Okay, we have to go do something. All right. Yeah, I'm thinking back to the Namazu tribe, or the Namazu Allied Society specifically. I unlocked those just a couple of days ago, and it was 2 unlock quests in a row. It was kind of 1 unlock quest to get the society there, then another quest to actually like get them up and running. And I cannot remember if it's the same past that into Shadowbringers. It might be that it's just the 1 quest now, but we shall see. Oh, somebody's fate grinding at 2:23 in the morning. Okay. Oh, we just need 1. And I guess I'll get 3 wind crystals while I'm here. Bit of a hike. Down here, I always remember it was like confusing to go the correct way to get to this spot. Well, it's easier from Fano, admittedly. Coming from where I was, there was a whole lot of big trees in the way. Oh, that's not what I meant to grab. All right, skip. Okay, that did serve as the 1 unlock. Cool. So my potential guess was correct in that it's It was 2 unlock quests in the old days, and now it's just down to 1 essentially. But we have that active, so now we can move on. Let me go do my mini cacpot before I forget. And then I guess switch to Dancer for the Vath and the Vanu stuff. And we'll do the Vath first because that's closest to a max out. And I want to make sure that I did not miscount. Oh, nice. Love to see that. All right. Okay, and now we go to Annex Shrine. Let me move my daily list over here and mark this off. Did unlock Kitari, so let me also remove that from the list of unlocks left to do. Yeah, so I basically need to unlock Dwarf Society in Shadowbringers, and I need to do both Omicron and Loporrit in Endwalkers. And the Mamulja and the Yakoi in Dawn Trail. I can't actually do any of the gatherers right now because all my gatherers are like level 70 range. So Omicron and Mamulja will need to wait, but I do have a level 100 crafter already. Carpenter is already up there, so I can go ahead and do Dwarf, Loporrit, and Yakoi. Get them unlocked so that they're just ready to go in the future when I get the rest of my crafters. The rest of my crafters are all in like the level 55 range right now. Oh, that's stupid quest again. Let's get these first. So it's going to be a while before I actually am doing any of these odd societies as any of those crafters. Right now, I would just be running those on whatever crafter has the lowest level. I would be just doing Moogle stuff at the moment. Oh, right, it's this one. Okay, so we probably got to fight 2 of these guys as we're picking this stuff up. I also said that I would unlock Northhorn, but I don't know if I'm going to spend the entire 2-hour stretch of the stream playing 14 or not. Where's the other one? Oh, it's this one over here. I could switch to Pocopia. I could also just end things early. I am admittedly pretty tired. But I do at least want to play for like a full hour. So that'll definitely be enough to get my EU dailies. We'll see how I'm feeling in about 30-ish minutes. Excuse me. Yep, I called it exactly 2. Alright, let's go do these. Oh, this is the sensors, okay. Which means we're also going to fight 2 Nath here. I love doing these like low-level things. The only reason I'm doing this is because right now my portrait for all my classes is just using the cheer emote, but to be fully accurate to the way I want my portraits to be in this game, I need to be using the emote you get for completing all 3 Heavensward Allied Societies, the combination emote, which is like the Vath, the Venu, and the Moogle emotes combined. Like, I want that emote for my portraits, so I'm suffering through doing and maxing out all the Heavensward Allied Societies. Right. Well, I know vaguely where the last one is, so I can just leave the map closed for now. I always forget where I'm going up. Right here. And then we're going in the mountain for this one. And we're going to get 2 Tyrannosaur eggs. it remains very amusing to me that Tyrannosaurs just count as dragons in this game. Just full-on T-Rexes. Just all over the place in the dragon area. I guess canonically from a lore standpoint, it actually makes perfect sense from like a real-life standpoint, because a lot of the reasons that centuries to millennia ago, all the like maps that especially European sailors would draw that have like the sea monsters and stuff were based on dinosaur fossils that they had found over the centuries. So the concept of dragons in like from that POV probably was just literally T-Rex fossils or fossils of many other types of dinosaurs. So it makes sense that T-Rexes are just here in the Dragonland. But it's still really funny to look at and see. All right, that's the 2 eggs. We might as well just fly back straight from here for the turn-in. It would not really be any faster to teleport from Annex Trine. I'm glad I didn't get the quest today that you have to follow the pup, the little dragon pup who's like out there, and just like you're literally playing tag long enough to tire the guy out, but you have to go pretty far into the mountains to tire the guy out, and I was just like, come on, man. Thankfully, we didn't get that one, so we didn't have to go too far today. All right, there's an ad break in 15 seconds. I should actually stand up and bio break, so I'm going to turn these in, and then I will break myself. And I did not miscount. We are not going to hit that today. Am I going to hit that tomorrow? 70 times 3 plus 15, 40. Yes, actually, I will complete the Vath with tomorrow's quest. Good to know. Anyway, I'm going to go take a break. I will bio break. Be right back. All right, welcome back. Thank you for hanging out through the ads. I forgot to. I have a lot better gear I can put on these people now. Let me do that and remove the old stuff, which is all. Oh, I have multiple old things. I forgot to pull all the 61 stuff out of my inventory when I got everybody high enough for the 65 stuff. Stupid wrist gloves. I did unlock those quests. I have no intention of ever doing them, but I unlocked them belatedly. Like I said earlier, I accidentally did all those crafting quests without unlocking any of those vendors to buy stuff from, which was actually quite annoying. But I still unlock them belatedly in case any. It's vaguely possible that, I mean, there's plenty of times throughout the game where you need like a higher level flax. I forget the name of it, but then you got to go back and get like some of the old flax too, because that's just part of the crafting recipe. So just on the possibility that any of the crafts I need to do at higher levels would require old level gear or old level materials, I still went and unlocked like all the AR stuff. It's just like let's play it safe. Okay, let's get rid of all this. I'm mostly just oh, I got a lot of fish I don't need either. Just all that sitting in my inventory too. All right, clean everything out. And we're going this way. Do the Vano quest too. Oh, I forgot that Alpha and Omega can just appear up here talking to like a random Vanu. All right, let's see where these quests are going to send me today. These quests send you all over the place, and I kind of hate it. That one's going to send me to like the far northeast, which is going to be annoying. We'll do scouts. Okay, we're not going too far for that one. We know about that one. This one is another Sanawa one. Oh, this one. Okay. That's annoying because we have two that we could have gotten on the way, but we can't get them because we're on a mount that we can't get off right now. So gonna have to do like this one, which takes you here and then leads you up to here, I think, and then backtrack to get these two and then come down for this one. So once again, these quests are sending me all over the fucking place. Unfortunate. It's fine. I will live. So after this, we do Moogles. What class do I want to do this as? I guess Blacksmith. They're all about the same level, so it really doesn't matter which one. The 56 is before the 57s, just to keep them roughly the same. I'm not too stressed over doing those, honestly. Like, it's an easy thing to do that will give me XP, but once I get all my gatherers to 100, then I'm going to laser focus on getting crafters to 100 through cosmic exploration, which will be way faster. So it's not really gonna matter what level my crafters are at right now for quests. It only matters right now in terms of just like I want to stretch the XP out, but yeah, once the gatherers are at max and I can go back to laser focusing on the crafters, and the crafters are going to like jump up so fast that there's no point in trying to keep the XP similar. Over here. All right, and then we go back for those two. Actually, it might be easier to teleport. Oh, it'll be way easier, way faster. Teleport, grab those two, come down south. Teleport again to then go back and turn all three of them in. Yeah, it would have been much faster to do that than to fly all the way back to these. This one we're searching for scout. Okay, I know which one we're talking about. There's 4 spots on the ground to interact with, and 2 of the 4 spots will spawn 2 enemies, something like that. I think it's the farther spot in both cases, in all 4 cases. So this one will spawn 2 enemies, I think. Yep. And then we get the next 2 are up on this path leading up, and this first one has no enemies, and the one at the top will. I'm just thinking of what I want to do after stream. I was talking earlier about how I'm kind of tired, despite the fact that I got a lot of sleep today and took like a midday nap, and yet for some reason I'm just tired. I didn't really have coffee either, and I didn't take my Vyvanse, so I'm just kind of a long stretched out day. But I have stuff to do after stream. I haven't done my Pocopia dailies, and I have a lot of stuff to do in Pocopia, not just counting wanting to play the game. I haven't done my Palea dailies, and also just yesterday we started a new Archipelago session in the Zeldathon community. Those are always super fun. This time I'm playing 5 games, 4 of which I've never played before. I'm playing Castlevania Symphony of the Night, is pretty much always one of my go-to, but I decided to also play, going all the way down there, 4 other Castlevania games, because I noticed that Aria of Sorrow and the 3 CV games on Nintendo DS all have Archipelago support now. So I'm trying all of those out. I did get them functionally working, which was nice. But yeah, I'm playing 4 games that I haven't played, in some cases, in almost 10 years. And I've never played the randomizer for, so I'm very slowly going through those. I'm just trying to be careful about it. I don't necessarily have to be super careful, because in some of those cases I've already gotten really good weapons, but I'm still unfamiliar with those games because it's been quite a while since I played them, so I still have to play it safe. But the point remains that I have 5 games in that Archipelago to play, so that's another thing that I should probably try and get some progress in tonight. All right, and let's do the Sun Drop Dance. This is weird. I've noticed it takes like 5 seconds before the chat blanks out and you can actually skip the cutscene, because it's like the screen blanks out, but then chat doesn't vanish and it doesn't go into cutscene mode until the animation of the Sun Drop Dance is actually finished. It's kind of funky. I've gotten used to it, but I'm going to be quite happy when I don't have to do these quests anymore. I don't have to run into that issue. But I guess that's like a tiny little bit of taste of the difficulties that Switch 2 players were experiencing. Thankfully, that has been fixed. I noticed the patch today. There's still a problem on Switch 2, but it's like a minor one comparatively. The patch this morning that ended at like 2:55 a.m. Eastern or Pacific time fixed all that, thankfully. So, all right, let's go do the Moogle quest now. And I think I said I was going to do them on Blacksmith, which does mean I need to be careful as I'm flying around here. The actual quest should be relatively easy, but I'm at a level to get some of these enemies taking swipes at me if I fly too close to them, so I want to be careful not to do that. Oh, we got an oldie quest. Okay, or not oldie, way off. It's who we're about to hop on a ride, I think. Yep. Have I done this one? I don't know if I have. All right. All the way up here. Okay. That's a little further up. Try to see exactly where that is according to the map, but it's pretty tough to see actually. Did we just have another ad break and I missed it? I apologize if so. I was paying zero attention. I don't know that we did. There's only one message in chat, and that was from the ad break that I remember. So perhaps that's just old. Hopefully this is old and you weren't stuck in ads and I wasn't paying attention. Up here? Yes. And that's the last one. Okay. Both the other ones require talking to Magwan. So let's just teleport and Weoff will just instantaneously vanish, as one does when you are a Allied Society mount and you teleport somewhere while riding that mount. they just roll off. They're just like, I'm done with you. Okay, yeah, get a little height. It's this one I'm worried about particularly. This amphitheater right there, or several of them. They're kind of close to where the Mughals, where the Allied Society is. So if you just fly too low and I'm only like 2 levels above them, they will absolutely just try and take a swipe at me, and I'm trying to avoid that. All right, you have 2 quests. Let's see. Let's start with the training supplies. Oh, I always forget that part. Let's see. Wait, I can actually still try and get this. That's a lot. I do have Master's Mend. I don't have Master's Mend 2 at this level, so... But I've got plenty of CP, so let's... Pop an innovation. Oh, that popped and I didn't hit it. Whoops. Oh well. It's fine. Master's Mend is 88, so just... Pop it now. Hit that once. We should be fine. Oh, wait, these don't even have to be HQ. Why is it giving me the option to make them HQ if it doesn't have to be HQ? That's... Yeah, they're automatically crafting as normal. That's so stupid. All right, never mind literally all of that. What a waste of time. Oh, this is this one. Okay, so we deliver them to you, and then we have to actually deliver them to like 3 more people. But we also have to talk to this malingering Moogle in a second. Who is somewhere over here. Ah. I don't know that I've gotten this quest on this side. I'm skipping everything, so I didn't see exactly what this guy said, but I think I just got cursed at. This is not that one. This is another one that we are giving the tools to, or the training supplies. Oh, you're right here. All right, let's psych you up. And you are presumably going upstairs where we need to slap you now. Okay. Did you just... I love that. Before we talk to Magwan, let's deliver the last set of training supplies. And now we go back, and presumably we'll be asked to craft something. Yep. And now we do need to make this HQ. Okay. Oh, I really wish I had that, but oh well. It's probably safe to go ahead and do that. No, it's not. Whoops. Okay. I didn't realize that that would just instantly complete it. Okay, let's not do that. Let's innovation. Oh, I keep forgetting I can do that immediately. Oh, we had plenty though. It's fine. All right, and we go give that to this Moogle. I'm sorry I slapped you. Here, have this gift as an apology. That's so not okay, but this is what the game is having me do, so. That is worthless. And now we can turn all 3 quests in. And once again, get some height so I don't run into amputeers on my way and get slapped myself. All right, turn these in. I do just want to sort of double check. In my reputation, yeah, those 2 are nowhere close, so we're good. Oh, one thing I didn't think about. Can I? Yes, I can switch to another class to turn in. Nice, got both of them to 57. One thing I didn't think about is I think it's gonna take 3 days to get them, so I should be fine. Oh, but again, I'm at the point where none of these will ever have another set of 3 again. That one should finish tomorrow, so I should still be fine. I'm just making sure that like when Qatari gets an additional set of 3, that's a day where I'm not having to do all 3 of these, because one of these would have to drop. But if we're going to complete the Vath tomorrow, then that's not going to be a problem. Qatari will be able to have extras on the day that happens, so I think we're good. For now, speaking of Qatari, and since I definitely have, I didn't mean to open that, since I definitely have 3 extra allowances today, let's go back to Fano and do those. Let me mark them off on my daily list here. Fundamental's done, Vath is done, Moogle's done. Okay, yeah. We just need to do Qatari. And then the level 70 botanist quest from Stormblood, and then start the level 70, the first level 70 minor botanist turn in Shadowbringers. And then I will count myself done on this side. For these, I'm definitely going to do whatever's like the lowest level gather at the time, which at the moment is definitely botanist. Fisher is actually pretty far up. Fisher's my GC turn-ins tomorrow will let me then do the level 78 Crystarium quest, which will probably get Fisher to 79 actually just tomorrow alone. I might even then just do a little bit of extra to go ahead and try and push it to 80 in one day. We need 3 of these. I'm going pretty far for the rest. It would probably be faster to just warp to Fano twice in a row to pick all those up. Just go get these first, I think. It's really difficult to see exactly where I'm going out of Fano when it's this dark in the game. Oh well. I could never remember if you can actually get out this way southeast by flying up and out over without like having to fly around a corner or something. Thankfully I was able to do it, but I know from a lot of experience of hunt trains that you can definitely go anywhere to the west without an issue out of Slitherbow. Which we're literally about to do in a second. Man, that takes me back. I used to, back in the Shadowbringers era, I used to actually conduct hunt trains on Mateus, on Crystal in North America. And I stopped around that era because the first hunt train I ever conducted for Shadowbringers took me 6 hours to actually like find, because at the time all of Shadowbringers, and that's standard process for this game now, is that whenever a new expansion comes out, every zone of the new expansion will have 3 instances. So that's like 36 hunt marks. And actually finding all those hunt marks and like conducting the train, the first time I did that, it took me 6 hours. And I was so tired and drained from that I basically never conducted a train again after that. There are ways to make that a much smaller amount of time now. But it was still just like, I'm happy to just follow along in other trains and not conduct them myself nowadays. All right, then let's go back to Fano, turn these in. And we need to actually pick up the level 70 botanist quest in Idleshire before I can go gather the material I need for it. Since all the Stormblood gathering quests, and the craft quests for that matter, function differently than previous expansions. It's items that are only available or that you can only craft when the quest actually asks for it. You can't just find it in the world before then. I wonder if I can get a 73 off of what I'm about to do. Between the level 70 bonus quest I'm about to turn in the level 70... No, actually, I don't think that will push me all the way over. Excuse me. But I do have level 71 gear in my inventory, so now I can get rid of the 70s. Once again, just throwing a whole bunch of gear out. But that's what happens at this point in the game when you have stuff like Cosmic Exploration and Allied Societies from Storm or from Shadowbringers and up giving extremely good XP. You just you like outlevel your gear so fast. And it's to the point where I don't find it useful to even bother with the HQ gear. Might as well just stick with NQ. Alright, now we're gonna go to Loudshire, do the level 70 quest. Then the level 70 Crystarium quest, and then we'll see if I get to 73 today. I don't think I will. I think this will stop me at 70. Which honestly is a good stopping point anyway. I didn't want to play on the EU side all night. And we're going back to Gridania. I was sure that was exactly what was going to happen. That's what these quests have been doing. Go to the Botanist Guild. See what this cutscene has to say and just immediately skip it, because that's also what we're doing on this side. Boop. Castrum Orients, okay. You're right here. Presumably we're going to have to gather something out here. Alligiri, okay, now we're just taking a trip. And you are outside slightly. Oh, now we're talking to a bunch of people. Presumably trying to find something. I would know if I didn't skip the cutscene. But once again, this is content that I played back on my main. Stormblood came out like 9 years ago now, so I did all these quests 9 years ago on my main, and I was very thorough about reading every single line and watching every single cutscene, and I feel okay with skipping all through this a second time. I don't need to see it all over again, so it is quite all right. The whole purpose of this alt really is just because I have friends on the EU side now who I like to do stuff with. In the rural hunting grounds, you want me to go? Okay, let me look this up actually. Class quests. I have tabs open for this because I've been dealing with this all week. This is it's 2 ARC time, 12:45. Okay. This is a thing I can only gather at 4 a.m. or 4 p.m. So I guess for now, what I'm actually going to do is let's go to the Crustarium and do that quest while we're waiting. The Royal Hunting Grounds is 6. Okay, hold on. Let me, before I do that, let me, that's Garabania, that's the Locks. That's up here, I think. Yeah. Okay, now I know where to go. I just have to make sure to go there specifically at like 4 a.m. in game time. Okay, let's go to the Crystalline Mean. And while we're waiting 3 hours for that to spawn, we can just go ahead and pick up this quest. Is Botanist still? Yeah, Botanist is still technically a lower level item. That's going to change very quickly, actually, now that I think about it. When I do the level 70 quest as Botanist on the Stormblood side, Botanist will jump high enough in level that I actually think I should do this as quest as Miner, essentially. If I want to keep them relatively close to each other. Oh, I never unlocked the... Okay, let's talk to you and get the Amara Porter registered. All right. And now we're going to... That looks like Cabinet of Curiosity. And we're up here? Yes. And then we're going back up to the Crystalline Mean. I guess it's fine to do this on Botanist. It will, Miner won't be that far behind, and I can just focus on Miner specifically. I won't do like the level 73 quest until I get Miner to 73 if Miner's the one that's behind, so I can keep them relatively close to each other. So it's fine to go ahead and do this on Botanist, I think. All right, and that will unlock the first turn in. Which is, I know how that works, thanks. Animal Trace. Can I spell that right? Twitch and Snitch, I love that. Okay. Let's go pick those up now. With the caveat that I do not want to waste GP in case I need it for the Stormblood level 70 Botanist pickups. As we're down here, yes. There's a lot of things I haven't gotten here yet. Let's grab some of this actually for XP. Oh, but I don't want to waste GP on those. Okay, never mind. I'm not trying to blow GP to just pick up my collectible just for the purpose of registering the collectible as having been gathered. I can do that later. All right, I needed 6 of the animal traces. Oh, I already have 6. Okay, we're good. So now I can go back to Crystarium. Go back to the crystalline mean. There's an ad starting in about a minute and a half, and that's actually perfect timing. I will step away and bio-breaking in. But while I'm gone, I'll just plant myself at the location I need to be. Oh, we need so many more. I didn't even realize that. Okay, let's go back. Back to Morsuke and gather another 24 of them. I thought it was just going to be 6. I really was not paying any attention. But yeah, when the ad break starts, if I haven't gathered all these by then, I'll keep gathering for now, but I can step away and bio break, and then by the time the ad is over, it'll probably be about time to pick up the 4 a.m. gather for the level 70 Stormblood quest, maybe. So we just need 12 of these. It's just 2 more, I think. Yeah, it was 3 for each section, so we just need another 2. Yep, I'm gonna go ahead and go to my break scan since there's an ad break starting now. See you all in about 3-ish minutes. All right, welcome back from the ad break. I timed that absolutely perfectly. It is now 4 a.m. So the thing I need for the level 70 Stormblood Botanist quest should appear in just a second. There we go. Could not possibly have timed that better. We need 5 of these things. Let's just gather them first to make sure we got enough, and then I'll get a single Jamal Ginger. Just so that's on record. Isn't that no, it's not a collectible. So we'll just keep getting. Well, we don't need any more of the Ragdoll Streaks. I guess we'll just get more of this in case I can actually sell them on the market for something. All right, back to Alshire now. And let's see if this happens to give me enough XP to push me to 73. If it does, then I guess I will just go ahead and do the level 73 Crystarium turn in. And skip that. Second cutscene looks like. Oh, no. Wow, I did. Okay. Back to Crystarium. I'm sure this turn in at the Crystarium will actually take me to 74. I might as well just go ahead and do, wait, should I? Maybe I should wait until I get Minor up to 73 and then do this on that side. Yeah, that's a smarter play, because that will keep them relatively close, and I'm trying to do that. So let me mark down on my to-do sheet. Level 73, Minor Botanist, Crystarium, turn in as Minor. Okay, so I'll remember that I need to do that. But that actually is it for my dailies in that case. So I'm going to go ahead and let's go back to, that's not the button I'm going to hit. Let's go back to Gridania. You know what? That's ridiculous. We're already here. I can just quickly, I do want to go back there, but let me, if I'm already here, I know there's a summoning bell literally right here. So the summoning bell is way farther away in Gridania. Oh, and I forgot to send my retainer out. Whoops. Okay, I'm not gonna redo any of the prices right now. Oh, that doesn't sell for anything. Never mind. This probably will sell for a little bit. Not a lot, but worth throwing up at least. I don't think the Night Pepper was good for anything. 495, okay. We have to just delete those. I'll sell all these. Those are probably not gonna sell for anything good. Yeah, that's not worth it. Which retainer do I have my food in? I remember where everything is on my retainer is on the NA side. I do not remember any of that stuff on the EU side. I know gather material is here. Ah, food is here too. I have combat material on. I can get rid of those two. Combat materia is on the third one. And then we have, who's got the cordials? Okay, let's go back and put those in here, because I'm really only keeping high cordials on myself here on this side. Put those in there. And then for the purposes of being ready for tomorrow, I also want to come in here. I basically want to log out at my GC. So I'll do that. So I said in the description of the channel that I would do some Northhorn, and I'm not going to do that because I'm tired, and I will play some other stuff before I go to bed. But this is a good spot to log out of the game. So I'm going to go ahead to my schedule screen. And I don't think I'm going to raid anybody. It's like I said, I'm tired. So I think I will just go ahead and end things. I might stay on to if my EU friends are continuing to do Omega. I see they just finished 5 and 6. I might hop back in their party to do 7 and 8. But I am just going to end stream here. But I will be back online tomorrow for Yakuza Kiwami 2 at 4 p.m. Eastern. So hopefully I will see some of you then. But if not, thank you for watching as always. I appreciate you all. I saw a couple of people lurking, and good to see you all as always. I hope I was a fun lurk, and I will hopefully see you again soon. Take care, everybody.